So as they take off here and make their way down to the destination, Steve Cotton, talk to us about the world that we're going to visit.
Yeah, so this is Floating Gardens, one of the new maps in Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
It's a Vex map on Venus, but it actually has a really interesting history. Way back in the days of Destiny 1, when we were first making Destiny
Yeah.
and making Venus, we had concepted a lot of different areas that we wanted to go to. One of which was called the Well of Iron, no relation to the Iron Lords. It's Well of Iron, and it's where the Vex would dump their fallen comrades into this pool of data milk. Anyway, the level designer Mike Vilterman was inspired by that idea, and what you'll see in this map is a lot of those elements. You'll see the data milk stream, you'll see the dead Vex bodies in the middle.
Ceremonial statues that are reminiscent of the original Destiny adventure.
It's a gorgeous map. So,
and here they go, planting the flag, and our first private match with the Destiny community has begun on Floating Gardens. Talk to us a little bit about this map and what sort of, whoa, and did you just come out swinging?
Yeah.
So this is obviously a bit of a close quarters map. There's not a lot of room to get away from your opponents, so we're going to see a lot of action on this one.
Brandon got really excited, like he hasn't had competition like this
No.
yet, so this will be interesting.
it's okay, Brandon, calm down.
You can do it.
Yeah, tactically, this map is a symmetrical map. So those teams started on equal sides. It's a lot like Pantheon. It's a little smaller. It's a little bit bent. It's what we call in-house a three-lane map, where we give teams three equal choices at the well, not equal, but three choices at the beginning that converge sort of closer to the middle. And what you'll find here is that in something like Control, this kind of map, you put the center control point is in the middle, and you usually fight over that in some way. But with Supremacy, you just drop.
Yeah, he just dropped
They
a
just
crest.
traded, yeah,
Nice.
traded and both dropped.
Yeah, in Supremacy, it's more about getting to places that you know to be tactically advantageous, and places where you can not only kill the other team, but put you in a good spot to collect their crest, like he's doing here.
Just collected a crest.
Yeah.
So collecting crests is the only way to score a point in Supremacy. You're really putting the emphasis on teamwork here.
Yeah, and it does this really interesting thing in the same way that Clash did before it, where it takes the action to different places on the map than, say, like a Control game, where normally you're fighting over control points. In Supremacy, you're fighting over the locations of where players died. So it automatically makes different parts of the map become the most concentrated at any given time. So you're constantly moving around the map. And it also has teams clump up together a little bit more. So you'll see some natural teamwork happening just due to the fact that the only way to score points is to grab those crests.
And we see somebody making a sacrifice there, grabbing a crest.
And sometimes that's the
trading
right thing to
themselves.
do, and sometimes it's not. But like you have to make that call in the moment.
I'm going to call out here on the user interface. We can see where the crests are. So if you make a kill, you fail to pick up that crest. When you respawn, you'll know exactly where you left it.
Yeah, yeah.
So each kill is worth how many points?
A collected crest will be worth 2 points, and we break it up that way because we want to give the person who got the kill some credit, and also the person who picked it up. So if you get a kill and pick up the crest, you're going to get both points.
2 points.
And
if I make a kill and you pick up the crest for me,
you'll get 1 point and I'll get another point.
Okay.
It's still team score.
Yep.
So the points go to the entire team. It's just if I get a kill and someone picks it up on my team, you feel like you were part of the whole process.
so if you're the type of player that's used to saying, "Hey, bro, you stole my kill," break that habit immediately, because the
I
team
think you'll
that
be happy
You want
that
them to
your
collect
teammates
for you.
like grab those crests. Yeah.
boom.
There we go.
There
So
he
like a
gets his
nice
own.
close quarters kill is nice, because if you use a shotgun or if you use something like Fist of Havoc, your downed crest is going to be right in front of you. Snipers are going to have a harder time with this. They're definitely going to need to collaborate with their teammates to do that collection work.
Yeah, you can't just sit on one side of the map or down a lane, snipe away, and then expect to be super effective. If you don't have someone that is collecting those crests on your team, then you're effectively just wasting sniper bullets.
Interesting, yeah. And we can see also that the most skilled teams in this variant are going to hunt in packs. What was it we used to say? The strength of the wolf
Is the pack.
is the pack.
Yes.
So obviously you don't want to clump up too much, otherwise you become 2 or 3 free crests. But if you don't have anybody working with you to collect those things, the point for making a kill is not guaranteed. You don't just automatically get the point for making the kill. Someone actually has to pick up that crest for either of those points to get scored, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
And there we go.
Gallarhorn.
Wolfpack
Very
rounds
nice.
ride again.
Woo.
Boom,
Oh,
boom.
that was close
yeah,
quarters.
That was, yeah,
That
yeah.
was dangerous.
And the Stormcaller
And
has something to say
Stormtranced.
about all of that. Yeah, the guys in my clan call that the Storm Chaser, because as soon as you hear that, it's like, run, 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 and that's what he does. He chases you. He or she, of course. So this is a smaller map. It's a symmetrical map. A lot of shotguns on this map, a lot of close quarters fighting on this map. What else do you hope will happen as you design a space like this? What's the full governing philosophy behind the 3 lanes of traffic?
Well, you hope that the 3 lanes have like different experiences down each of them, right? So when you're making a choice, you kind of know what type of fight you want to get into. I mean, the shotguns are definitely going to be pervasive over here on the right, more enclosed areas, but
Yeah.
on that outer edge where it's a little longer sight lines, I think you want longer distance fights. I mean, it's in Supremacy, the way it plays out. I think you have somebody supporting somebody else with longer range weapons, most likely. But you hope that
Oh, nice.
There we go.
you hope that
Very-
stuff happens.
Oh, denied. Couldn't get to
Yeah.
the crest in time, but ended up taking out that guy
it's
anyways. Good work.
Oh,
So when you think of your favorite Destiny maps, there's always a portion of the map that's kind of the hot zone. You know, when you look at the heat maps, that's where most of the kills get made. Where do you think is going to be the sweet spot for a team to control here on Floating Gardens?
on Floating Gardens, I mean, the 50-yard line's pretty popular, right? I mean,
And where's that?
that is right down. It's easy to figure out once you see it, but it's this Vex data milk river right down the middle of this map. So, and then there's a couple of different interesting spaces along that axis. They're fighting here right now. He's on
Yeah,
it. And
that
so
would
you want
be-
to. He's on
yeah,
it. And
that
so
would
you want to
be-
command that area.
That would be where all the crest indicators
Yes,
are on the
exactly.
map.
That's not a surprise. So
So these are 2 pretty evenly matched fire teams. This is
Yeah,
actually pretty good.
This is great.
We brought in people from the community, and we were having them play against members of the Bungie away team, as well as our friends from Activision, who built this lovely space where all this magic happens for us. And we're, there's when the guys on the Activision team saw who was coming in to fight from the community, they're like, "Optic, what are you doing to me, man?" It's like, "Hey, we got some hitters on your team. Don't worry about it." Brandon's got game. He's probably one of the most skilled Bungie employees in the studio. In which case, we're definitely going to form up our own Bungie team and get in on some of this private matches action.
nice.
All right,
That was a close match.
close match.
Power
the
towers,
team that we
these
yeah.
heliostat sort of thermal like collectors that exist on Earth. They heat molten salt up to like 1,500 degrees. It's crazy. So, what better place to collect solar energy than Mercury? And
It's certainly
one of them-
closer.
Yeah, it's a little. It's probably. But they and they put it in a like a pit, basically, and put all the arrays of mirrors around that pointed at this
and
thing.
they're
It's
the collectors
glorious.
right there.
It looks amazing.
Now, this is
Yeah,
the first human installation that we've seen on Mercury.
Yeah.
When I think about the Lighthouse, or when I think about some of the different Crucible maps that you've set there, it's usually Vex in nature, but this is, war mines similar to Rasputin. That Golden Age tech is coming more into play here. So, let the games begin.
You know,
This is round 2 of Supremacy, and as the match plays out, talk to us a little bit about how the environment is impacting the gameplay. Looks like we've got our first blood right there.
this one's a little bit tighter than Floating Gardens.
Is this a symmetrical map?
This is a radial map,
A radial map?
or like you say, round.
A
round map.
circular in
Layman's
nature.
terms.
No, it's a radial map.
Yeah.
It's the interiors. It's a lot like Anomaly, but the
Yeah.
exteriors are much more open. Again, this gorgeous skybox that the artists have created.
Must be a war
that was
mind
nice.
thing. I mean, Anomaly is also a circular map, so the war
Very true.
minds,
Yeah.
they think in a circular fashion. All right, picking up those crests, putting points
Ooh,
on the board.
nice.
Yeah, running the table, sliding into the crest. You get style points for that,
No, you don't. But
Yeah, you should.
but you
should.
sure feel cool doing it. Like so that was great. That was a denial right there.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
that
fistful
could
of
have been a
crests.
double kill. Instead, so we can see down here in the lower left-hand corner, the user interface is telling us a lot about the combat. We can see Bravo team seizing quests. I want to say quests so bad. Crests.
Crests.
They're seizing the crests. So this just gives you an idea as to who's running the table, who's leading the match.
yeah, there's a couple things going on there too. We have audio cues for taking crests and denying crests. So not only are you seeing it in the kill feed down there, but you're also hearing it as well. So we want to have multiple ways that information is conveyed.
Our chat room is also observing the fact
Oh,
that there are
look at
new
that.
medals, which is
Yes.
I really meant to
Fistful
keep a
of
sharper
crests.
eye on chat to see how they were enjoying the fun, but amidst all the excitement, I forgot to look down. So hey chat, sorry about that. Lazy Summerstone, you called it. New medals
3 hours sleep.
in Supremacy. 3 hours sleep, 1 airplane, 4 trains.
Oh.
I did see that right there.
5
that guy's
trains
got.
each.
5 trains.
Yeah, I just saw it.
So should we talk about
Yeah,
artifacts?
we should talk about artifacts because
Okay,
I
let's
just
talk
saw
about
that.
artifacts. I did too.
So this is Brandon, right? He's playing. He's running.
Yeah, he's running the hand
Yeah,
cannon.
so
He's
he's
about to
got
get smoked.
the artifact Memory of Perun
Okay.
equipped, which highlights enemies. The ones that are low on health, it highlights red, and the ones that are full on super, it highlights yellow. It
So you can see
It's a
if somebody's
split
about to
second.
unleash a super. You can see if
I
they're
mean,
charged.
Yeah, the time you have to react is it's going to look really small. You get used to it though, and it's very helpful in making just quick knee-jerk decisions. There you go. That was
Nice.
he was low on health, and then he was dead.
That's wicked. And
very-
all good things must come to an end.
Yeah.
So if somebody has a red glow, that's a visual cue for what the community would
Who you should
refer to
target.
as absolute. You know, this person has taken
Right.
damage.
They might
Right.
not be absolute, but they'll be close.
Yeah.
So their health is getting pretty low once they start.
And the
I also just saw a tiny glimpse of one of the other
Whoa.
artifacts as
Did
well.
you see that?
That was
Yeah.
that Stormcaller's not going to be happy.
What was that?
They were just activating the super and got gunned down in their prime like a Stormcaller dog in the streets.
These matches are really close.
Fistful
This
of
is
crests.
Fistful of crests.
Again?
Yeah, so this dead
Oh.
orbit shotgun's doing a little bit of work. So
is.
we took a look at one of the artifacts, these new tributes to the Iron Lords, the things that change the way you play. Let's take a look at Dave Petty's viewpoint and see which artifact he's using.
Right, so he's got Memory of Galeon, so which enhances your tracker.
Okay.
Basically gives you third eye on your primary, so it stays up all the time, and also gives you more granularity in the pie wedges, so you have more accuracy.
Okay,
It'll give you extra information
wait
too.
for
Oh yeah,
Like ammo
and
location.
you can see all the ammo and the objectives show up.
And we'll wait for him to aim down sights. And there you go. The radar stays. That'll be awfully handy. Now there is one artifact where where you can take control of another enemy's mind. Do we enable that in the Crucible? Can I
That would be
No.
fun, but
No.
no.
Yeah.
can I take control
No.
of the brain of somebody who's elsewhere on the internet and like
No.
ask them to
Just-
go out and buy me
just
snacks
AI.
and stuff?
Just AI.
All right. Well, I want you guys to keep working on that technology.
We
though.
saw something briefly though, like a few seconds ago before you started asking about that, where the crests actually have physical properties in the world.
Look at there. Look at
So-
there. Rolling
Oh,
down
no,
the
I
stairs.
see. Yeah, that was
Look at
like
that. That was
on
on cue.
cue.
Wow.
They're
So
so
yeah,
cooperative.
when they get killed, they move around. They you can fire
Yeah.
a rocket near it, a grenade. Like you'll see it move downstairs, ramps, and it's not a lot. It's pretty
yeah.
light, and we worked on it for a long time to make sure it didn't affect it so much as to be annoying. But it's there, and it adds an extra layer of interest to the game.
Yeah, it really does.
So Lars, Stormborn52 just tuned into the stream, and he wants to know if Rise of Iron has private matches. Do you have an official comment on that?
Look at your screen.
Stormborn, I'm happy to say that yes.
Private matches confirmed. We're actually
There you
playing
go.
one right now. It does say private test build up in the corner. That's just, that's our development environment. But private matches are confirmed in Destiny. Choose your combat mode. choose your map, choose your time of day, choose whether or not you want vehicles. And right now they're enjoying a little bit of Supremacy, which is our brand new game mode, which is why you see this combatant picking up those crests. You left a hunter crest right there on the ground.
And someone just took a. Oh well. Sorry, Deej.
These games are close.
Yeah, these are some nail biters. These are some close matches.
That's exactly what we want. It's good.
And all we're fighting
Look at
for
that.
today is a little bit of honor, a little bit of bragging rights, a little bit of stream hype, perhaps. Nice. So when you collect a blue crest is friendly quest. You've sort of used
Yes.
the GI Joe laser color palette
Yeah,
here.
well, we wanted to go simple.
Yeah.
And when you grab a blue one, you're actually denying the enemy team points. So it is
Depriving the enemy.
basically the simple thing to do. Remember, in this mode, is if you see a crest, grab it,
Sure, right.
Yeah.
no matter the color.
And then you gave us different colors for the crests so we could at least understand how the battle is progressing.
Correct.
Unlike those grenades where you never know if you're going to run through an enemy fog or a friendly fog. Look at that super showdown, and
match
the
got really
hammers win.
unclose
Got a
really
few
quick.
more hammers. There you go. You have
Wow.
redeemed
Well
yourself.
done.
Your team has won. Good games to all. Good games to all.